स्वादयन्निह सर्वेषाम् त्रय्यन्तार्थम् सुदुर्ग्रहम् स्तोत्रयामास योगीन्द्रः तम् वन्दे यामुनाह्वयम् नमो नमो यामुनाय यामुनाय नमो नमः नमो नमो यामुनाय यामुनाय नमो नमः यत्पदाम्भोरुहध्यान विध्वस्ताशेषकल्मषः वस्तुतामुपयातोऽहम् यामुनेयम् नमामि तम् स्वधर्मज्ञानवैराग्य साध्यभक्त्येकगोचरः नारायणः परम् ब्रह्म गीताशास्त्रे समीरितः श्रीमान् वेङ्कटनाथार्यः कवितार्किककेसरी वेदान्ताचार्यवर्यो मे सन्निधत्ताम् सदा हृदि
भगवद्ध्यान योगोक्ति वंदन स्तुति कीर्तनैः लब्धात्मा तद्गत प्राण मनो बुद्धिन्द्रिय क्रियः.
What you said is right, what you read is right, but what he has written is wrong.
Oh, kriya, is it?
No. He has written Buddhindriya Kriya. The long bubble.
Oh, Buddhi.
Mano Buddhindriya Kriya. Yeah, right. In English it is right. Bhagavat Dhyana Yoga Ukti Vandana Stuti Kirtanaihi Labdha Atma Tad Gata Prana Manaha Buddhi Indriya.
He feels that he has gained his self only through meditation on the Lord, directly vision of him through such meditation, teaching about him, bowing down before him in temples, etc., praising his auspicious qualities and reciting his names. The activities of his senses, will, intellect, and vital energies are concentrated on him.
Bhagavad Dhyana, through meditation on the Lord. Bhagavad Dhyana, through meditation on the Lord. Yoga Ukti, Yoga Ukti, Dhyana Yogam. Dhyana Yogam is the right expression. So, the discipline of meditation. Dhyana Yoga. Dhyana Yoga. Bhagavad Dhyana Yoga. Then the word Ukti is missing there in English. Saying. Maybe the last expression. Praising his auspicious name and reciting. Reciting is Ukti. Reciting is Ukti. First line, Bhagavat Dhyana Ukti. Bhagavat Dhyana Yoga Ukti. Ukti is reciting. Vandanam, bowing down. Vandanam, bowing down. Stuti, praising. Kirtanaihi, singing, it's not there. Right? Singing is not there. So add singing. So Vandana, Stuti, Kirtanaihi. Ukti is reciting. Kirtanaihi is singing. Yeah. Then Labdhatma is first sentence. He has gained his self. He has gained his self. Self in the sense he has Paramatma. He feels that he has reached the self, reached the supreme being. Labdhatma is Labdha Paramatma. It is not, as you said, Kaivalya Moksha. We are not talking about meditation on the individual soul. It is the supreme soul that he got, Labdha. Rather, the Paramatma also feels that he is fortunate, lucky, that he got the individual soul. So, Labdhatma. So Tathagata Prana. So there, I think I have to go to the last sentence in English. Yeah. Tathagata Prana. Prana, vital energy. Prana is vital energy. All the airs are vital energy. Air gives us vital energy. So Tadgata, concentrated on him. Tadgata. Tat him, the supreme being, concentrated gata, Tadgata, gone. Energy is gone to him. Energy is concentrated on him. Then Mano, intellect. Buddhi, intellect. Mano, mind. Maybe his senses include. Mano separately must be said. Will, okay. Will. Mano is will. Buddhi is intellect. Indriya is senses. Kriyaha, activity. It refers to only one individual soul. Only one individual. So he feels. That means the Jivatma feels. Jivatma feels. So that is the essence of the Gita, Bhagavad Gita, in the last 6 chapters, 13 to 18. So we have this one again. So Bhagavat Jnana Yoga Ukti Vandana Stuti Kirtani Labdhatma Tadgata Prana Manobuddhindriya Kriya. So the last word Kriya tells us that we are to practice Karma Yoga. Karma Yoga is very important. Without Karma Yoga, we cannot go to Jnana. Jnana becomes Dhyana Yoga. Dhyana becomes Bhakti. Our Jnana Yoga will be Buddhi, Mano Buddhi. Mano Buddhi is Prajnana Yoga. Indriya Kriya, Prana Indriya Kriya refers to Karma Yoga. Prana involves Karma Yoga. Inhaling the air and exhaling the air. Inhaling the Paramatma inside, but don't exhale Paramatma. That is Parameshwara Samhita says. Pancharatra Agama says, get into yourself, Paramatma, by the air. By the air. Once he goes inside your heart, don't expel him. When you breathe out, don't take him out. That is a beautiful idea given in Parameshwara Samhita. So prana is, as you know, life air, oxygen, prana. So again, all the 5 airs, prana means 5 airs. So the life air, the vital air, plus other airs, apana, udana, samana, vyana. All these are work. All these work create kriya activity. But all this should be directed towards the Lord. Karma Yoga should be aimed towards the Lord. So Dhyana, Bhagavat. Again, our own desire to go near God, in the sense reach Him, Tadgata, is because we want to be a Sarvajna, we want to be omniscient, we want to be omnipotent, we want to be omnipresent, but it is not possible. Omnipresence is not possible. Even though we are released souls, we get the same qualities of the Lord. We also become auspicious in characteristics of the Lord. We won't become what we call Vibhuhu. We can't become Vishnu. We can't become Vishwam. The whole universe is pervaded by Him. We cannot pervade, even as a released soul. Even Lord Brahma or Shiva or any other Muktatma, released soul, any Nityasuri, Garuda, Vikshasena, Adishesha, nobody can pervade the whole world. Only this, only one, that is God. So Bhagavat, so why I say this quality, Bhaga gives you Jnana, Shakti, Bala, Aishwarya, Virya, and Tejas. This is the only first list of qualities. Bhaga denotes 6 qualities. Only 6 qualities, not only 6 qualities, but also other qualities. We cannot be, as you will see a list of qualities in Sriranga Gadyam of Ramanujacharya, you can't imitate him also. Audarya, Vatsalya, and so many other qualities. Even Saulabhyam, Shaushilyam. So in all qualities, we are not able to imitate him, become a full supreme being. It's not possible. So you can only meditate, dhyana yoga. You can only imagine that you have become. But your mind also wants to aspire to mano, buddhi, to direct all this towards the Lord. Indriya, karmendriya 5, jnanendriya 5, manaha 11, buddhi intellect. All this should be directed towards the Lord. Though already that the fruit is in the hand, labdha. After getting near, after gaining the Supreme Self, we will not go away. We will not go away. We will have no intention to go away. That means he will be so interesting, he will be so attractive, adventurous, that when we begin to love him, we will not stop loving him. That is the beauty here. So yogokti, so yoga, dhyana yoga, so bhakti yoga and prapatti yoga. Then vandanam becomes prapatti. Vandanam becomes prapatti. You bow down, fall on the floor. What you call sashtanga namaskaraha. But while you say ukti also, ukti is also another kind of prapatti. Tell your preceptor that you want to surrender. That's all. You are not worried further. So ukti. So ukti and vandana are the parts of prapatti yoga. Then stuti becomes activity. Karma yoga. Stuti is karma yoga. Kirtanaihi, again karma yoga, a better karma yoga. You sing the song. Don't read the song. Don't read the devotional song. Stuti, you want to praise him. So Kirtanaihi, sing the song. Vayinal paadi, manattinal sindikka. So that is Kirtanaihi plus manobuddhi kriya. Vayinal paadi, Kirtanaihi, manobuddhi kriya, manattinal sindikka. Kayinal torudu also. So stuti also involves your hands toward the God, your legs toward the God. Now here, given in bracket, bowing down before him in temples. Why temples? The etc. should denote first home. Home is your temple. Then you go to the temple. Temple means the elephant's temple also. The head of the elephant is also called a temple. So here it is because when we keep our head aloft, that means we are proud, we are haughty, we are egoistic. Therefore, bow down. The temple is the head. So he is our head. So Vandana Stuti Kirtani. Very easy to understand. So now separate them for so even Gata, who will be going, we will be reaching. We will be reaching. And in the case of Jivan Mukta concept in Advaita, without even going, he is there. He is released to soul. So that means we are totally involved. Totally involved. That means Gata. Gata is involvement. Total involvement. Kriya, activity. So there's only one person. So that means we are all pluralistic. So many individual souls are there. So all of us should practice. First ukti, go to the preceptor, surrender to him, tell him that you want to surrender. Then vandanam, bow down to the preceptor, praise the preceptor, sing on the preceptor. Then all these activities directed towards the preceptor. The first preceptor is Lord Sriman Narayan. Emberuman Tiruvadigal Adaihindrene. First, at home, you salute your parents. Ennuyir Tandalittavarai. Ennuyir Tandalittavarai. There are people who do not have children. What to do? So here, so they have to straight away go to the preceptor. The children will bow to the parents. Then you have Ramanujacharya, Deshika, Periyanambi, Alavandar, Yamunacharya, Manakkal Nambi, Uyakundar, Nathamuni, Chatakopan, Ammalvar, Senainathan, Vishwaksena, Tayar, namely Mahalakshmi, Innamudat Tirumahal. So she is also preceptor, and therefore you can also tell her first. Go to Tayar Sannidhi first. Go to Mahalakshmi Sannidhi, and then go to Paramat Sannidhi. That's what we say. So Bhagavad Dhyana Yogokti Vandana Stuti Kirtanaihi. So initially you perform all these things, then you say Labdhat. Without doing this, we cannot get the Supreme Court. So it's a precondition, requirement. The former requirement is there. Then there is no comeback. There is no return. All the activities, Kriya also meaning as we understand, Kainkaryam, service to the Lord. The service to the Lord as a released soul, or even as a non-released soul, Baddhatma, bound soul, here in this world. That's what we are, when we read something also, we are doing that activity of devoting ourselves to God. So let's go to commentaries if there is any other review or comment. The commentary of Swami Vedanta Deshika in Gitartha Sangraha Raksha is also very elaborate and in detail. We do not know how to understand each word without the help of Swami Deshika. Dhyanam, page 114. Dhyanam. So what is Dhyanam? Already we saw in the Sriranga Gadyam of Sri Ramanujacharya, Taila Dharavat Dhyanam. Taila Dharavat. It should be an oil pouring continuously done. Oil pouring continuously done. Dhyanam iha anuchintanam. Dhyanam iha anuchintanam. Chintanam. Last session, yesterday we saw Chinta, chinta. We referred it as positive. Chinta is positive, yes. So dhyanam is continuous here. Chintanam we saw earlier. Of course, no negative meaning like worry. Of course, worry is also there because we also saw that viyogaha will be what we call dukkha hetu. Our thought separation, our separation by thought, the idea, our union with the God is also our sadness, and heaven, Sargaha will be our thinking, hell will be our absence of thinking. So Anuchintanam is Anu, continuous. Anu means follow. Anuchintanam is continuous follow-up. Dhyanam here. That means somewhere else it has got some other meaning. So dhyanam. So yogaha tanmoolam avalokanam. The basic meaning of the word, literal meaning of the word yoga, just now I said, union with God. Union. How do you have union with God? By looking at Him, by having a darshan, by seeing in the sense, enjoying is what we call Divya Mangala Vigraha. That is what we call yoga. So having a vision of the Lord, even you can say in sleep, in swapna, dream. While you read this Gitartha Sangraha, I also feel that I must get a dream on Gitartha Sangraha. I must get a dream on Gitartha Sangraha Raksha. In the deep sleep, we do not understand. There also we have yoga. Most important yoga is only in deep sleep. But while we are awake also, naturally and practically we must have yoga, meaning tan moolam. What is the root of this yoga? Avalokanam, seeing Him, looking at Him, looking at both, of course, Mahalakshmi and Mahavishnu. Tan moolam, the source of yoga will be avalokanam. By avalokanam, by seeing, you get the yoga. That means you reach Him. Then Vishishta Kshetra Adi Vartinaha Parasya Abhigamanam Va. There are two options for us. Because of this corona period, even now, most of us are not able to go to the temple. So what is the way out? What is the next alternative? Yeah, we just remain in the holy place. Vishishta Srirangam is the most holiest place. So Vishishta Kshetra Adi Vartina. Staying in the holy place. Again, define holy place. Alvargal Mangala Shasanam Panniya Divya Desham. First preference. Alvars have sung. The 12 apostles of Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya have praised the Lord where we live. Vishishta, that is what we call Vishishta. What about other places? Acharya Abhimana Kshetra. There are some places like Mannargudi, where Rajagopala Swami is there. So we have this is what we call Acharya Abhimana Kshetra. Tiruvallur, the very place in Chennai, Evval Kidandan. It's a particular temple belonging to Ahobila Matam. So here, of course, we have Tirumangi Alvar, Pasuram, 10 songs over Vaidya Veeraragava by Tirumangayalvar, the king. And therefore it is also Vishishta Kshetra. So both it is Divya Desham and Acharya Abhimana Kshetram, that is Tiruvallur. So here Vishishta Kshetradi Vatinaha. Then again the word of Vishishta Kshetradi Vatinaha, it is not that because Lord Sriman Narayana pervades the whole universe, he also stays for a special darshan in certain places called holy places where Alvars have sung on, Acharyas have sung on. Here, for example, Parashara Bhatta, the son of Kuratalvan, Kuresha, he has sung on specially Sri Ranganatha and Sri Ranganayika. In the case of Sri Ranganayika, he wrote Gunaratna Kosha. Gunaratna Kosha. In the case of Ranganatha, he said he composed 200 verses called Sri Rangarajastavam. So here, now therefore, Lord wants to have a favorite place. Therefore, so you can take it as singular word also. Vartinaha will be singular as well as plural. Vartinaha, if it is singular, it becomes Shashti Vibhakti, genitive case, possessive case. If it is plural, it is people living in the special holy places, namely, or if it is a singular with Shashti Vibhakti in what we call possessive case, it also can refer to Paramatma. We said and the next word, Parasya, Abhigamanam. Now, beautifully the commentary of this expression. The first meaning you can say, those who, or you can say singular also, Shashti Vibhakti, an individual soul who lives in the holy place, special holy place, goes near the Lord, Parasya. Now you can take it as also at home. So it is not mentioned only temple. So Parasya Abhigamana. Then another meaning is Parasya, of course, meaning the highest Paramatma, the supreme being, Lord Sriman Narayana, got all this by Parasya. So you have Shivishya. Then next one, the second meaning is those who are staying in the special holy places approach the Lord. Then the third meaning is Lord Sriman Narayana resides specially in these particular places, and he is also expecting the arrival of the devotees in the temple, especially in the temple. Even at home, our God, our favorite God in the form of Saligrama expects us to worship at home. That is why Abhigamanam. Abhigamanam, you understand, the special term that we go in the morning, early morning, 5:30 for Kesavadas Swami, worship the Lord and come to this session. Abhigamanam. Abhigamanam in the special term is a special term which is used for offering Pongal, Ven Pongal, to the Lord in the early morning during the ozone spread in the atmosphere in Dhanur Masam, December 15 to January 14. So this month was called Margari in Tamil. Masanam Margashirshoham. Abhigamanam. Abhigamanam is approaching the Lord in the morning so that there are two of course, the thoughts over. So what are you going to do today? What are you going to do today? Submit the plan. Submit the plan. And submit the plan in the sense, what do you expect from him to do? What do you want Lord to do? What does the Lord want to do? So Abhigamanam. So Abhigamanam is Gamanam is going. Abhigamanam is going near actually. Abhigamanam. Going near. Promising him that we will do something about him. Parasya Abhigamanam. Va or there are two options. Whether you go to the temple or stay at home. Go to the Sannidhi. Go to the Sanctum Sanctorum at home or at the temple. So Yat Ahuhu, which people said, other scholars said, so Padau Nrinantau Druma Janma Bhajau Kshetrani Na Anuvrajataha Harer Yau. I think it's a quotation is incomplete. Because it has only one half. I think can we find the other half?
This is all there is in the commentary.
Okay, I think we must search for it in somewhere other. So what does of course the second half is negative. Second half is negative. First half itself indicates that we are negative, but the totally negative is the second half. We call them in one word Divya Desha Papi, Kshetra Papi, two words in one compound. Kshetra Papi, a sinner in the holy place. That's what this. So it is of course decently saying in a what you call lighter way, in lighter vein. It says Padau Nirnam Tau Padau, those 2 feet, those that pair of feet of the people, Nirnam means of the people. That means human being. That means individual soul. So Padau Nirnam Tau. What do you call them? They are the sons of these 2 feet are the sons of or generation of tree. Druma Janma Bhaja. Druma tree. Janma birth. Bhag is singular. Bhajav is dvivachanam. So Bhajav is we are born from a tree. That means we are like achetana. Our feet, our pair of feet is achetana, insentient, does not do what it should do. Kulashekara Advar says, Gacha, Angri, Yugma, Alayam. Alayam Gacha, go to the temple. Angri Yugma. Gachangri Yugma. Angri, Padaha, foot, Yugma, 2. So, hey Angri Yugma, oh feet, you call your feet, you address your feet. Oh feet, go to the temple. Don't go to some other place or don't walk unnecessarily. Walk to the temple. Don't stand like a tree in one place. Don't be still. Don't be stationary. Don't be immovable. So Druma Janma Bhaja. Why? Because we are not going to the temple locally and also outside. Kshetrani na anuvrajataha. Kshetrani, the holy places. Muktinath, very far away, Muktinath, Nepal, Kentucky River. It's called now Muktinath. We don't go there very easily. So Kshetrani, na anuvrajataha. We like to go, we like to go. My mind wants to go. Manaha, buddhi. But indriyam doesn't work. The leg indriyam, the foot indriyam, the sense organ, the organ, the motor organ, leg does not go. Na anuvrajata. There are 2 feet. Therefore, na anuvrajata. Now we were talking about mano buddhi and madgata prana. Our life here, all our activities are directed towards the Lord. But my feet are not going to the holy places. My feet are not going to the temples. Not even a single temple. Then we have many temples. Na anuvrajataha. Vrajataha, going. Anuvrajataha, following. If somebody went or somebody is going, planning to go, then you join. So even here, in a small way, whenever we go to a temple, whenever we start from home to go to a temple, we must ask our neighbors also, do you want to accompany me? I am going to the temple now. Do you want to come along with me? You have to ask, not to ask. You cannot go alone. You should not go alone. You should not enjoy the Lord by yourself. You must also share the beautiful experience along with others. So ask somebody to join you. But if he is not doing, you are not also going. That means you say that I want a companion, I want a friend to accompany me. If there is no one, I'm also dropping the idea. I drop the proposal to go to the temple today. So na anuvrajataha. Whose temple? Harehe Kshetra. Don't go to any other temple. Harehe Kshetra. Harehe Kshetra. Now, you know the expression in English and as well as Sanskrit. So, yau harehe kshetrani na anuvrajataha tau padau nrinam druma janma bhav. This is the prose version. This is the prose version. Prose version is called Anvaya. Prose version was called Anvaya. I will also be happy if you transpose the words like this. Because it is in the form of poetry, it is here like this. Otherwise, if it is a prose, you must start with Yau Nrinam Pado Harehe Kshetrani Na Anuvrajataha Tau Druma Janma Bhado. That should be the prose order. So those feet, that pair of feet of the human beings, plural, of the human beings, do not go to the temples of Lord Sriman Narayana, Lord Hari, because he will take away our sins. We are afraid. We are afraid that he will take away our sins. So Harehe, then Tau Druma Janma Bhad. They are just inert like trees. Though in plant kingdom, in biology, in botany, we say that all the plants of life, all the plants of life, all the trees of life, in what we call flora, but they are in one place. They are in one place. But it is also there there's a concept in science that the trees also move a little, very, very little. The movement is not seen or noticed. They shift from one place to another place. And that is what for the sake of spreading its branches. It's offshoot. The seeds fall down and then they grow again. So the old tree becomes a new tree. So Druma Janma Bhava. So our feet will be as stationary, as still, as immovable, like a tree. as though we are born out of a tree. So that will not make us achieve yoga. So yogastu dvividaha. Again we saw that Bhagavat Dhyana Yoga Ukti. Then you have Kirtanaihi, up to Kirtanaihi. Stuti Kirtanaihi. So here, so yogastu dvividaha. Yoga is of two types. Yoga, again remember, all the four yogas plus union with God. That means our communion with God. Our thinking of the God in the mind. Yogastu, but yoga, dvividaha, two types. Proktaha, it is said well, well said. Proktaha, well said. Bhakyam abhyantaram tatha. Again we, it's in the form of a verse. What you call Samanya Napumsakam is the name of the rule by which both words are in neuter gender. But yoga is a pullingi shabda, masculine gender word. Yoga is a masculine gender word, but when you say in common, you can use Napumsakalingam also. So Bhakyaha Yogaha, Bhakyaha Yogaha, Abhyantaram Yoga, Abhyantaraha Yoga. Now we are talking about Dhyanam. Therefore, Dhyanam is given adjective as Bhakyam and Abhyam. Dhyanam is Dhyanam as Yoga. So Bhakyam, what is Bhakyam? Bahi Kriya Apeksham. Bahihi Kriya Apeksham. Bhakyam, the outer yoga, outer Dhyanam. Outer Dhyanam is called activities outside, meaning outside the body. Outside the body. Of course, with taking the body also, the activities noticed by others, that is Bhahi. Though we may think Manaha, Buddhi, we are using it and we are meditating on God, others will understand that we are sitting in a place tight and then meditating. Therefore, they will understand that we are doing dhyana. And Keshavdas Swami also said, I was meditating in the class. So, Bhagihi Kriya. You understand that somebody is meditating. That is what Bhagihi Kriya. Then Apeksham, it is required. So, outer activity is required. Antaram Dhyanam. So, inside. Antaram is inside. Inner activity is Dhyan. But how do you understand inner activity? We must be sincere to ourselves. That's all. We don't know what we are thinking. You don't know what I am thinking. I don't know what you are thinking. But our thought should be concentrated on the Lord. And that is called Dhyan. I think doesn't need much explanation, but Bhakyam, okay. Very nice that Keshavdas Swami has done it without any flaw.
So, Swami, can we ask some questions?
Yeah, that is right.
Okay. So, in the translation by Sanpat Kumaran,
Sampath Kumar.
yeah, in the translation, let me show that he has specifically put the. Let me show the screen again. I guess.
Reciting as Ukti and singing is not done. Kirtana is not done.
Right, but no. My question is about here. Of course, in the beginning of the sentence, we cannot understand whether he refers to the Supreme Soul or the individual soul, because normally in English we use uppercase and lowercase letters. So when we talk about God, we put capital H, He. And when we talk about the Jivatman, the individual soul, we put a lowercase. So here, the translation, he says, he feels that he has gained his self. He feels, this could be Paramatma or individual soul, that he, if this is Paramatma, this means this should be capital H, but it's not. It is lowercase. And this is also his, lowercase. So here, he has gained his self, refers to the individual soul gaining himself.
Yeah.
But
that's what I said. That's what I said. It's not Kaivalya referred to here. Number one. Number two, I gave you two meanings for Labdhatma.
Right.
So
Okay.
the first he, capital H. Capital H also is the meaning of Labdhatma. The Lord became lucky. Lord becomes lucky. Lord becomes fortunate because the individual soul is praising him, singing about him, reciting his name, teaching. Where is the teaching about him? There is no word teaching. Maybe Kirtanam refers to as teaching. So he, the word he, H capital, Labdhatma, Labda Paramatma. Labdaha Paramatma, you can say Paramatma. So Labdaha Paramatma. Labdaha. Then Paramatma also gained the individual soul. Paramatma, the individual soul gained him. Now, your now idea is he feels that H again to be capital, then again his, again H to be capital. The second meaning is
right.
first
That's
he normally because in English sentence you always have capital. You have to change it over to he, small he, lowercase, and then again he lowercase, then again his, that is uppercase.
okay. So first of all, one meaning can be that the individual soul, he, lowercase he, feels that he has gained his self. That would be
Not
that is
here
Kaivalya.
capital H,
And
uppercase.
but second meaning could be that the individual soul, right, feels that he has gained the capital H. He has gained the Paramatma, right? Third meaning can be that the Paramatma feels that he has gained his individual
Small
self.
H. Small H.
No. He belonging to Paramatma. Belonging to Paramatma. It's all capital, but the self is the Atma. The Paramatma has gained the Atma. The Atma belongs to the Paramatma.
Okay.
He has lost him in the material world. Right? Here, he is a Buddha Jiva. Again, he's come back to him. So the Paramatma feels that he has gained him.
Okay, but self must be denoted by individual soul.
Right. Exactly. So instead of self, it becomes self. So we can.
One thing I can tell you because you you have interpreted this beautifully. So he feels, Paramatma feels that Paramatma has gained the his purpose of living. He is lucky because his presence is useful. The divine presence of the Lord.
That's true.
Is useful to him.
Right.
Is useful to capital H. Useful to him.
Right. But here we cannot put capital S for self here. because
Why you can because this is what we say in the regard to Ramavatara. Example in Ramavatara, namely, uh, if you just do only one service, he is ready to remember uh, for the entire life of the individual soul. Neither the individual soul nor the supreme soul dies. Therefore, there is no end to any soul, either individual or supreme soul. Therefore, you can't say lifetime. Always the supreme soul thinks that he is lucky because he got the individual soul.
okay,
I mean again the word. I'll put it in Sanskrit. He calls himself a Sukriti.
Sukriti, yes. So
Yes,
he's lucky.
a person, lucky. He calls himself, Lord calls himself as fortunate. He has fulfilled the purpose of his existence. I think you understand me.
Yeah, I understand. The Lord feels himself lucky that he's gained back his property, which is the individual self. But you cannot say that the Paramatma gains the Paramatma. The Paramatma already has the Paramatma.
No, gain and then the regain.
But
No. He feels that his existence is purposeful.
right, yeah, okay. So God has to have a use. He has to feel that he is useful.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's some different meanings there, and all of them can be understood by the English, but in the Sanskrit, all of these things are indicated.
Yeah, Labdhatma indicates.
All right, good. Okay, so then moving on, you were saying in Pancharatra Agama, in Parameshvara Samhita, it says you should not exhale the Paramatma.
Right.
Yeah, but there's a process called Buddha Shuddhi. In the Buddha Shuddhi, you are supposed to exhale the Atma and the Paramatma and keep them above the head on a Sahasradala Padma, and then burn the body and recreate the spirit, the Aprakrita Sharira, a spiritual body, and then again place the Paramatma and the Atma back inside the body. So in the end, the Paramatma and Atma have to be inside the body, but during Buddha Shuddhi, you have to exhale him at one point.
That's only a concept. Practically, you don't get him out.
Right. It's a dhyanam. It's a meditation. Yeah. In order to feel that the body, it becomes aprakrita.
Right.
Spiritualized.
Right.
Okay. So, so why does it actually say in Pancharatra that when we do the pranayama, we should not think of the Paramatman going out? Does it say that?
In Bhuta Shuddhi, it is as you said, but in Parameshvara Samhita, because we are in detail, all the airs are mentioned. Then Rechaka, Kumbhaka,
Purvaka.
Rechaka, Kumbhaka, and
Purvaka.
Puraka. All these are mentioned. Then they are connected with the 5 airs, Rechaka, Kumbhaka, and Puraka. They are connected with not only prana. We are talking about prana only then. But in Pancharatra Agama, they are talking about all the 5 airs with Rechika, Kumbhaka and Purak. Then again, all the Indriyas are connected to each other. Karmendriyas and Jnanendriyas put together with Manaha as the 11th sense organ. They are also involved in these yaps and Tanmatras also. And therefore, the 24 principles are intertwined with each other.
I think we didn't have that class on Tanmatras. We didn't.
Oh, yeah.
We were going to discuss long ago. We were going to discuss about the evolution of matter and the Indriyas and the Tanmatras.
We are talking about Shabda, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha and Sparsha. They are the Tanmatras.
Right. But these are concepts. These are concepts. The Sabda Rupas. These are concepts. They are not physical things, but they are qualities that adhere to the Panchamahabhutas, and also adhere to the Indriyas. So they are the connection between the Indriyas and the Panchamahabhutas. But we have not we have not explained this to others.
Yeah, because it's only available in Agama, and also maybe in what you call Bhuta Shuddhi refers to the Anga Yoga also, Ashtanga Yoga, namely Yoga Shastra. That is why you say that you are getting in the Sahasrara, through the Sahasrara you are getting out. As you rightly said, Aprakrita, in order to make our body Aprakrita. That's right.
Right. So in the Yoga Shastras, of course, in Ashtanga Yoga, pranayama will be there, so they'll speak about this. But also in Sankhya, they'll talk about the Tanmatras and the evolution of matter. But we didn't have a class on this. We didn't express that. So I think when you use the word Tanmatra, some people may not understand exactly what you mean.
Okay.
That's why I'm bringing it up.
Okay.
But
that we have to go through Gitartha Sangraha for understanding the evolution, as you said, the evolution.
Right.
What you call Panchikaranam.
Right, Panchikaranam. Yeah. But I can send people Gitartha Sangraha and they can read it if they want to read it. But I think maybe reading the whole of Gitartha Sangraha might be too boring for most people. But but maybe there might be one or two parts from it that are easy to understand.
And, and you can also, I think, have Yatindra Matadipika talking about it.
Yeah, Yadindra Matadipika talks about it. My wife also was very bored with Yadindra Matadipika, so
right.
I understand that. Personally, I found it to be a good book, but she wanted more to hear more about the unlimited glories of the Lord and his Kalyana Gunas, rather than hear about pramanas and tanmatras and things. Right. So okay, so anyway, moving on. So you were talking about that we can only aspire to being sarvagya, but we cannot to being all knowledgeable, but we cannot aspire to being omnipresent. We cannot be like the Lord is Vyapaka. He is everywhere. He's all pervasive. Vishnu means he enters everything, right? Vishati. He enters into everything. He is everywhere, but we cannot do that. So you were saying even the devatas like Shiva and Brahma, even if they are muktas, they cannot enter into everything like that. But we see if we go to Tanjore, we go to Brihadishwara, there are hundreds and thousands of lingams. So again, the question comes, in each and every lingam Shiva is there. How can Shiva be in all the lingams?
He can be in all lingam, but he cannot be in all the world. Now, for example, you go to Satyamurti temple in Tirumayyam. I think you would have gone to very near, just 1 hour travel from here towards Pudukkottai. And you have what you call generally you will see also under the banyan trees, lot of stones with the snake-like figure. Many people have made that. So lingams have been constructed by people, sculptors. They are placed in a temple. Brigadishwara Alayam, as you said. But what is it? What does it denote? Does it denote all pervasiveness? No. No.
Right. So I mean, a Jivatman can be in one place, only in one place at one time.
Yeah.
Can the Jivatman be in more than one place at one time?
No. Even Lord Shiva cannot be everywhere.
So when somebody worships the Shiva lingam, he's thinking that Shiva is coming and being there in the lingam, and I'm worshipping Shiva. So does Shiva come to the lingam, or does Shiva have knowledge that the puja is going on to the lingam because he's Sarvagya?
Because you would have heard about Dwadasha Jyotirlingam, 12 special places for, and 6 special places for Lord Kartikeya.
We have also the Pancha Mahabhuta lingas.
For Shiva.
TV coil is Apalinga, Jambukeshwara.
Tiruvanikal.
Yeah. And
all this
Chidambaram.
is not all pervasive.
Right. Okay, so the concept is that when we have there's a big difference between the deities, the vigrahas of Perumal, and the vigrahas of Anya Devatas. Because the vigraha of Perumal is non-different from Perumal. But the vigraha of the Devatas is different from the Devata. It is only a symbol that so the Devata can be worshipped, and the Devata can accept some worship through that symbol. But the Devata cannot be, the Swarupa of the Devata is not present in that lingam or that form.
And because Antaryami is again Lord Sriman Narayana in every lingam.
Right. Antaryami is always there. Yeah. So, I mean, Lord Vishnu is everywhere. He's also there in the lingams. He's also there in the deities of Piliyar, of Ganesh. He's there within every atom. Yeah. So, but then also we have deities of Perumal, deities of Tyre are one category, and deities of Anya Devatas is a different category. And then we have the deities of Alvars and Acharyas. They're also Jivatmans. There's a Bhakta Bimba. In Pancharatra, they talk about Bhakta Bimba.
They are also Bhagavad Amsha, part of the Lord.
Bhagavad Amsas. Well, Alvars are Bhagavad Amsas. Acharyas also?
Naturally, they are also Bhagavad Amsha.
Yeah, I mean, Vedanta Deshikar is the Tirumala Ganta Avatara.
Ramanujacharya is an avatar of Adishesha.
Adishesha, yeah. But not all Acharyas.
No.
Some special Acharyas. Okay, so then the question, somebody asked the question that so normally when we have these two types of murti, two types of vigrahas. We have the Periya Perumal, Lord Ranganatha, and that is a Achala Murti, is immovable, and he is stuck down. And when we do the prana pratishtha of this type of murti, underneath we put Pita Ratna Nyasa. We put
Mula Murti.
Mula Murti, Mula Bimba, yes. Dhruva Bera, immovable. That is a permanent installation. That deity is always there, right? And but if there is some calamity, and some unauthorized person touches the deity, or if no puja goes on, no aradhana is done for 1 month, or it's a long time, or if there is a flood, or if there is a fire, right? Then the pratishtha has to be done again. And sometimes if the deity if there is a break of the idol, of the vigraha is broken in some way,
then it has a new one.
Has to be replaced. Yeah, has to be replaced. And some people ask the question: is even if a finger is broken, does the whole deity have to be replaced, or they just can fix? So normally the normal situation is the complete deity has to be replaced. But we go to a hobalam. You must be knowing, going to a hobalam, that they're having the original Swayam Vyakta murtis there of Nava Narasimha, the 9 Narasimhas that are Swayam Vyakta. They're self-manifesting. So like Salagrama's self-manifest deity doesn't have to have any pratishtha, is coming like Srinivasa Perumal in Tirupati. He's just arriving. He's just coming. There was no pratishtha for him. He is Swayam Vyakta, self-manifest. So in Hobalam also, they have the Swayam Vyakta murtis of the Nava Narasimhas. So those murtis, sometimes they also get old and they are replaced. So in Hobalam, the Hobalam Mutt has replaced them with some new murtis, but they keep the old murti in the background. It's still there in the background. If we go to Pavana Narasimha, for example, we see in the background is the original murti, but in the front, for doing karmacha, for doing worship, we have a
new
murti. Yeah. So is this is the system? Even if it is a Swayam Vyakta deity, it has to be replaced if it is broken. Yeah.
Binnam Vigraham must be replaced.
So the only exception to this may be with the salagrama. If I drop a salagrama, the salagrama and it breaks, then I have 2 salagramas. Of course, it's a apachara, it's a Bhagavat apachara to break the salagrama. In Nepal, some of the people, they break the salagrama because they think there's some gold there. They're looking for gold. But if we break a salagrama, sometimes you go in Nepal, because you were mentioning about Muktinath. I went to Muktinath in 1978 by walk. 3 weeks, 21 days walking, 10 days there, 10 days back, 1 day stay. And so that time, no helicopter system. Okay. So then I got some salagramas at that time, but some people, they take the salagrama and they break it. The Nepalis, they break it. They're looking for gold, and they open it, and there is a chakra on each side. So they will show you a nice salagrama, and then they'll say, "Look, very nice," and they're open. So when after breaking, it becomes 2 salagramas. It's there's no problem worshipping each half of the salagrama is the same.
Because it's an irregular shape.
Irregular shape, right. So salagrama is something very special. Yeah, very special. And also the Gomati Shila, this Dwarka Shila from Dwarka, they have this. It's like coral. This is also coming from Dwarka. That also has some chakra.
It's also in different shapes.
It has some chakra markings on it, and some people in other sampradayas, also in North India, they have the stones from the Govardhana Giri, and some people they worship the stones from the Govardhana Giri, from the mountain in Vrindavana, because Krishna says that he is this mountain. But apart from that, all of these other vigrahas are made either of metal or stone, and there is a difference also between the vigraha which is Dhruva Bera, which is Achala Murti, immovable deity, where we do permanent pratishta, right? And the Chala Murti, the
Utsava,
Utsava, the Namperamal is Utsava, and he is moving in the streets, going in Sri Rangam, is going everywhere. But that Murti is, we do the Avahanam from the Dhruva Bera to the Utsava Bera. From the permanent deity to the Utsava Bera. And the Utsava Bera is not permanently installed. Every time we do the puja, we have to ask him to come from the Dhruva Bera and reside in the Utsava Bera and accept worship through the Utsava.
Right.
Yeah. So so this is in the temple. In the temple we do the Avahanam from the Dhruva Bera to the Utsava Bera. In the house we don't have any Dhruva Bera. We don't have any stone deity, but we have the metals. We may have the metal vigrahas like that. But so we do what is called Chala Pratishta. When we want to worship a vigraha in the house, we have to do this Chala Pratishta, and it means that it is only a temporary installation. So we install, and then every day we have to do a Vahanam. If we have to pray for the Lord to come from our heart or from the Surya Mandala, or from Sri Vaikunta somewhere, and come and reside in the deity, and then afterwards we have to do the Aradhana. Yes?
Right. Right.
Okay, so the question comes also, these murtis of wood and metal, right, which are movable, chala murtis, when they also break, they also have to be replaced. Yeah?
They have to be replaced.
Yeah. Now, normally in the temple, because we have a permanent murti, we are doing puja daily. Every day we have to do the puja because God is always there. But in the house, we have the salagrama, and the salagrama is, God is always in the salagrama. So daily we have to do salagrama Aradhana. But do we have to do the Aradhana of the vigraha in the house daily? Because
it's very important that even salagrama can be worshipped by, rather offered, the food can be offered by the female folk. But Vigraha Aradhana must be done daily.
Yeah, Vigraha Aradhana should also be done daily.
Should also be done. Vigraha Aradhana should be done daily. Salagrama Aradhana should be done daily, but there is some concession. There is some option.
Some option.
Option in the sense, suppose I am out of station.
Right.
So my wife can offer food to the salagram.
To the salagram. Yeah.
Whereas Vigraha, she cannot do.
Yeah. So your wife, she will not do the Vigraha Aradhana. She will not do the Avahanam. Yeah, most of the ladies, they just light some incense, some dupa. They put some dupa. They light the vilaku, the lamp, and they bring the bojasana. They do the bojasana only. They're not doing all mantrasana, shnanasana. They're not doing all these things, right? They're just
they can recite Tirupavai or
so making some prayer, of course. While cooking, also they can say Tirupavai. While cooking, they're doing this. Some people are also, while cooking, also they're praying. But afterwards, they bring it before the Lord in the puja room, and they just light the lamp and light some dupa and make some offering.
Yeah.
They can make some prayer and offer the food,
Right.
and then it's enough, right?
Right.
But they don't do the vigraha aradhanam.
No, in the sense, as you said, they confine themselves to lighting the lamp, offering, lighting the incense sticks for good smell, and then bhojasam. But the anointing, the Tirumanjanam is not done because it is to be done by scriptures.
Right, they have because the Vedic mantras have to be chanted. Yes.
Taittiriya Upanishad,
Yeah.
Suktam,
Right.
Panchasuktam.
Right. Okay. So, but the thing is, but daily. Okay. So that's what the ladies do. But then when you're in station, when the men are in station, then they have to do the Salagram Puja, and they also have to do the Vigraha Puja, the Vigraha Aradhana.
Oh,
No, in the house, if I have Vigrahas and I have Salagramas, right? Do I have to bathe the Salagrama? I have to do Tirumanjanam to the Salagrama. Do I
Both.
also have to do Tirumanjanam to the Murti
yeah, Vigraha,
every day?
every day.
Right. So I have to do a Vahanam, so for the Salagrama, no Avahanam. But for the Vigraha, I must do the Avahanam as per the
Avahanam.
like in the Anakam, like in the Hoblamat Anakam, and I have
Right.
to do that. But the question is if we have a Vigraha, Chala Vigraha, movable Vigraha, if we have to do the Avahanam every time for that Vigraha, if we don't do the Avahanam, do we have to still somehow do every day? Do we have to do the Avahanam, or if in case we miss the Avahanam, if we can only do the Salagrama Puja, is it okay?
Avahanam is only, of course, again concept, but because the God doesn't go away. So
God is everywhere.
God everywhere. That's why your interest is in inviting him back, because he is gone. You have put him to sleep, and then you just arouse him. That's all.
Right, but I'm just trying to understand. See, in the temple, we give Tirumanjanam to the Utsava, but we don't always give Tirumanjanam to the Mula Bearer, to the Dhruva Bearer. So in
Srirangam, Ranganatha Moolavar is given Jeshtabhishekam on
Yeah.
Revati day,
Sure, of course.
on Rohini day.
Yeah, in Tirupati, he gets every Friday. The Mula Bearer, the Dhruva Bearer gets Abhishekam every Friday.
Anointed.
Yeah, but Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, no Tirumanjanam for the Dhruva Bearer,
Right.
for the Mula Murti.
Yeah.
But the Utsava gets every day. Snapana Bearer,
Right.
he gets every day. So in the house,
you must have every day.
for Salagrama and the Vigraha.
Yeah.
So all the Vigrahas you have, all the Salagrams you have to do Tirumanjanam every day.
Every day, yeah.
Except if you go out of station.
Because
if you go out of station.
Because you don't know when the Vigraha came to your house. Do you remember the day, or rather what we call the Nakshatram, the star by which you got the idol?
I see. So normally in the temple they go by certain stars, like Rohini and Shravana and
birthday. That is arrival of the idol.
Right.
Vibhishana brought it here, but because the Lord Krishna Rohini, on Revati day he brought it here.
So
Revati is not birth star of any avatar, but Rohini and of course For Nambermal, it's Punarvasu. There is Rama. Nambermal is Rama. But Jyeshtha is it's a very important star, 18th star. And therefore,
Jyeshtha Abhishek. Jyeshtha Abhishek is common in all temples. It's a very big festival. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, there are many details about these things which people don't know. Yeah, and somebody asked me recently about this because I had heard from some of these people, bhattas in Melkote, that sometimes when the Chalamurti is broken, if it's a very small break like a part of a finger, then they repair. But if it is a major leg or an arm or major limb of the body, then there has to be replaced.
any type of harm happening in the idol, it should be replaced.
Should be replaced. Yeah, this is in the Shastra. That's the way it is in Shastra.
It is in Pancharatna.
Right. Today we are doing Venkateshwara Suprabhatam.
Oh.
So
fortunately, there are not many versions of Venkateshwara Suprabhatam.
No, it is the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I picked it up, because I thought the last thing we did was Narayana Upanishad, and Narayana Upanishad, there are so many versions. So now I thought to pick something which is not controversial. There are no versions.
You have to sing it. You sing it in the same way.
The Venkateshwara Suprabhatam, we have to follow only MS Subbalakshmi Sampradayam.
Yeah. Right.
Swami, do you chant it every day when you're waking your deities? You chant the whole thing every day.
You chant only one verse or two verses.
Yeah, generally we chant the whole prayer on Saturdays. But once we get it memorized, we do it every day.
Okay, why Saturdays?
Why Saturday? Saturday is
we're free.
Allotted for Tirupati Srinivasa Perumal.
Saturday is a good day for Srinivasa Perumal? Is it?
That's considered a...
Someone told me that. Yes. Why is that?
I think people from Chennai, they get leave on Saturdays and they go to Tirupati. That's the point.
No, that's not the...
Or they're going relay from Shani.
People in Chennai only. Because the meteorological department says Chennai has got cloudy day today. You know what? Why should we know that it's cloudy or not? You should have rain or not. That's something.
So Chennai is cloudy today. Okay.
No, not that way. I have to find out why Saturday is special to
Srinivasa Perumal. Yeah. Okay. And I think in a lot of temples they play the Vishnu Sahasranama and Venkateshwara Suprabhatam on Saturdays.
Yeah.
But we don't know.
Generally, Fridays are meant for Mahalakshmi, especially Thai month. Then again, Aadi Friday. Aadi, almost like I think August.
Thai month is which solar month? When the sun is where? Which Rashi?
Pardon?
Thai month is what solar month? When the sun is in which Rashi?
What is the Sanskrit for Thai?
Thai is from January 15 to February 14. That is.
I say Makar, when the sun is in Makar.
Maga. Maka in Tamil, and in Hindi be Mag.
Yeah, Maka.
I think Swami, you need to teach us. Okay, you
Ah.
carry on. I'll say after. You carry on.
No,
We need.
no,
We need.
the other one is Adi, Mesha, Rishabha, Mithuna, and then the fourth one.
Kartika.
Huh?
Mesha.
1 minute.
So what is it?
Vrishabha,
Rishabha,
Mithuna,
Mithuna, Kartika.
but Kark is when
Yeah,
they when
Kataka
Dakshinayana
Masa.
starts.
Kataka Masa Fridays are important for Mahalakshmi.
Okay.
And you have today. I mean, this today this is Kanya Masa. Today we are now the first day of Kanya Masa.
Yes.
We have Saturday is important for Lord Srinivas. Purattashi Sanikayama.
So I think for Govindacharya's understanding, this we have Mesha, Vrishabha, Mithuna,
Kataka.
Kakata, Simha, Kanya, Tula, Vrishika, Dhanus,
Vrishik.
Makara, Kumbha, and Meena are equivalent to Chaitra, Vaishak, Jeshta, Asad, Shravan, Bhadrapad, Ashwin, Kartik, Margashirsha, Pushya, Maga, Palguna, right? And then in Sanskrit, this is Chittirai. But I gave this
Tamil.
in Tamil. Chittirai, Vaikasi, Ani, Vaikasi,
Vaikashi, Ani, Adi, Avani, Purattashi, Aipashi, Kartike, Margari, Tai, Machi, Pandini.
Okay. So yeah. So I gave this in a lesson on Sankalpam. I gave them a lesson on Sankalpam, and I have given the equivalents, I believe, already. So we just have to look that up.
But I like the solar months. I like the Rashi. When you say this, the solar Rashi, I find that's the best. I find that's the easiest. You know, when the sun changes sign, you know the month. That's it. Perfect.
Because you're a Jyotishi, you understand these things. So when we say Dhanurmasam, you understand. But when we say Margali, you don't understand. So it is the same thing.
Margashirsha.
But only in Tamil. That is this. Just like you said, we get confused when we name the Guru Parampara. All the Tamil names we don't know, but we know we know Yamunacharya, but we don't know Alavandar. We know Ramanuja, but we don't know Emberamanna. So yeah, it is confusing for those non-Tamil speaking people.
Right.
Okay, so
one nice thing I would ask that you could teach us, just like you have said, this month is good for Srinivas, that month is good for Mahalakshmi on Fridays, like that. Maybe you can teach us, like a little bit of the culture like that. Of course, Keshavacharya Swami knows, but maybe you can teach us okay, these are the months, this is what is special and this is what should be done. You can chant these prayers. This is something or you could do.
So
Tirumanjanam, etc.
Yeah, is there a book like this with where the Panchangam, which gives all the festivals, all the Utsavas, and all the Tirunakshatras? There are some books like this with all the Tirunakshatras.
You have the Panchangam giving Alvar Acharya's Tirunakshatra birthday.
Which Panchangam is it?
Any Panchangam.
No. Any Panchangam means we're in foreign. We don't have any Panchangam. We only have computer Panchangam. This one, the snake one. This is the Sri Rangam one with the snake on it every year. Okay. Yeah, it may be online. I can find it, but the thing is, we have to translate all these things.
Right. Maybe in Tamil.
Yeah, it'll be in Tamil.
But we just want the sar. We just want the essence, because we can't do everything anyway. But little things like you said, this month is good. This is nice. It teach us some of the culture in the West that we can try to do in the West, which we have. We have no culture.
I have some books, and I'll give to I'll give to Govindacharya some books, and he is the Jyotishi, so he's now in charge of making the Panchangam for foreigners.
Okay.
And this is his duty now.
We will tell you what is given in the Panchangam, but if you want the reason why Saturdays are important for Lord Srinivasa, unless we know, we cannot explain.
Yes, there's some pastime with that. Someone also told me that. I need to find out.
I think also there'll be many Tiranakshatrams and many things. There'll be too many things to mention. Like every day there'll be something. And also different sections of Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya, they may be celebrating their own acharyas.
Yeah.
Right?
Then another thing is we also have special names for tithis, dates. That I think that also counts for astrology. I don't know. Not only stars, but also the days, tithi. Today is Amavasya, New Moon Day. We have got so many, as you said, so many vows.
Many vratas, yeah.
Today, I told my wife, you have to prepare vada. It's called Masha Gauri Vratam. Masha Gauri Vratam. Masha meaning tur dal.
Yeah, Masha. So when it comes to vada, we can worship Gauri.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay to worship Anya Devatas if we get vada.
No, because the name is mentioned, Masha Gauri Vratam. I said vada should be prepared and offered to God.
But the vratam is normally the vratam is for Gauri. The vratam is for Devi, no?
No. It is also Ekadashi Vratam is for Lord.
Okay, so special Ekadasi Vadas. Ekadasi Vadam.
Yeah.
Vadai. Ekadasi Vadai.
Dwadashi you can have.
Ekadasi you can't have Vada. You can't have Vada.
Ekadashi you cannot have anything.
Yeah, but everybody's having something.
No.
People are having. Okay, people are just saying you cannot have anything, you cannot have anything. Then they are having everything. The only rice they're not having.
No, even today, after Tarpanam in the morning, we take tiffin at night. But the main object is to remember the ancestors instead of fasting and remembering. Not generally don't go together.
You did the. Today was Sankranti.
Today is Kanya Sankaramana Tarpanam.
So you did Tarpanam, finished already. Yeah.
Kanya Sankaramana.
Right.
Only then you talk to me.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry. I called you right after you finished doing the Tarpanam.
I said,
I wasn't
for interruption.
Right. Is it? Okay. So when we do any ritual, if we break into another language apart from Sanskrit, then we must purify the mouth by saying Idam Vishnu Vichakrame.
Any talk, outside your religious activity. It's not a language problem. Suddenly a guest comes.
I see. Yeah,
but
you have to stop the japa and you have to see to the guest. Yeah, I know.
Kavitarkika Simhaya Kalyana Gunashaline Srimate Venkateshaya Vedanta Gurave Namaha.